Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a review of the E-flite UMX Spacewalker from Horizon Hobby. I've had a lot of requests to do more plane reviews, and I haven't flown planes in a long time, so I've had my eyes on this one for a while, and I finally decided to pick it up. And it's just a really nice looking model. This is a scale model. The Spacewalker is a real full scale plane, so pretty cool trim scheme on it here with the paint job, and a nice small size, just kind of really cool. I like that it's got a pilot figure in an ultra micro plane, so pretty neat there. This is just 3 channels, so it has aileron cutout here, but the ailerons aren't actually functional. They're not attached, so it's just rudder and elevator control. So your right stick, is your elevator and rudder for turning, and your left stick is throttle. I just got the bind and fly version, and I hooked it up with my new DX6. So that's pretty cool. I can have the radio talk to me and tell me when I change rates and everything. And then the B&F comes with a battery and a charger. So this is the charger it comes with, and it even comes with the 4 AA batteries to run it. The battery for the plane is just a tiny little 70 milliamp hour battery. So just a really small, light battery. I don't know exactly how long it takes to charge. I haven't gotten enough. I've only flown this once so far in a little opening in the weather that allowed me. And I think I got about 5.5 minute flight off this little battery, and I expect it to take probably 30 minutes to an hour to charge, something like that. But there's plenty of room here for a bigger battery. So you could use these, there's much bigger, like I think even up to like 150 or 180 milliamp hour batteries like this. So you'd probably want to make sure to check your CG, because the bigger, heavier battery is certainly gonna affect the flight performance. But you can use a bigger battery. But I mean, even for this small one, I got 5.5 minute flights. But I was flying pretty much as slow as possible. You'll see here it says slow flying fun. This thing can fly slow, and I like flying slow. To me, it's just so peaceful and relaxing. It's probably not quite as slow as like the Night Vapor. If you've seen any of my videos of that, the Night Vapor is just such a fun, slow flying night plane. This is a little bit faster than that, but definitely slower than my Champ or the Ultra Micro Trojan T28. This thing can just really just glide so nice and slow. Probably, not even quite half throttle is its glide point. So you've got a lot of throttle to work with there. It's got really nice stall characteristics. So, I mean, I flew it all the way until the battery died. And you can tell when LVC is getting ready to come by, there's like a pulse in the motor. You can hear, instead of a nice it kind of starts doing this pulsing. And so that is the way that it lets you know that the LVC is about to kick on. So I was a little late in noticing that, and I punched full throttle and the battery kicked out, but it just came in for a nice, no power glided landing, and just came in really nice and easy, no problem. Super, super easy to land it. But it is definitely, very flimsy. These wings are just super, super thin foam. So this probably isn't going to take much of a beating. I don't think you could crash it that much, which is why, I think that, they say intermediate, I think, purely because of how, fragile it will be. It's only a 3-channel plane, so it's very easy to fly, and it doesn't stall easy. You can make nice smooth turns. But I think, just because of how delicate it is, that's why they recommend it for intermediate pilots. But I was able to fly this around out in front of my house. I even flew it around a little bit in that lot across the street from me. And, I could fly it in a small area, no problem. This thing would be great in a gym or, a small warehouse, something like that. Obviously you're not going to fly it in the house or anything. But, indoors, this would be great. It's very, very light, so I don't think it would be able to handle much wind at all. When I was outside flying it, I had a window of about 3 to 5 mile an hour wind, which is pretty rare around here. So I quickly went out and took it out for a maiden flight just so I can get my impressions to review it. But now I'm going to have to wait for another opening in the weather so I can do a flight video. But thanks to the magic of editing, you're about to see that right now. Alright, I got the E-flite UMX Spacewalker out, and we'll give her a little flight, see how she does. Got a little bit of a breeze out today, maybe 3 to 5 mile an hour, something like that, but I think it should be able to do alright. So let's go for it. Oops, throttle cut off. Yeah, the wind's getting it a bit. It's a little crazy. Whoa. It's almost hovering flying into the wind there. Yeah, this thing likes no wind. This is really probably best for flying in a gym. Yeah, flying into like a 3 to 5 mile an hour wind there, it was barely moving. But I'm flying pretty slow too. I've got it, whoa, kick it up. Had it on about half throttle. Wow. I was expecting it to do a little bit better than this in this wind. This is a handful right now. As you can see, I can fly pretty slow. There's almost flying backwards. It looks so much nicer on a calm day because you can really see its, flight characteristics. This is pretty much just bouncing and dancing on the wind right now. I don't know if I want to even try pulling off a loop in this wind. It's a little unpredictable right now. Man, it just doesn't even want to fly forward. I mean, it's got a really light breeze. I can't imagine it's more than 5 mile an hour out. Oh, there's a gust. Throwing it backwards. Oh, and here comes a car. Man, it is not that windy out, and this thing is just getting tossed around. Flying backwards. Oh my gosh, this is a handful in the wind. Big gust kicked up now. Wow. Wind never likes to cooperate with me. Oh my gosh, this is such a handful. Alright, well, I think that was a good enough flight sample and some wind. Let's try to bring it in for an actual landing before I destroy the thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this thing is insane right now. Oh my gosh, wind, come on. Just give me a chance. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get an actual landing. Here we go, maybe. Oh my gosh, it just wants to float in the oncoming wind. That's ridiculous. Bring it ahead and taxi it back in. Man, it doesn't even want to taxi in the wind. Alright, I think that was a pretty good sample. It's a fun little plane, but man, it just needs to be absolutely calm out or flown in a gym or something. But when you get a nice calm day, this thing just flies super beautiful and just really slow, nice smooth flight. But yeah, I think I had 3 5-mile-an-hour wind. I mean, it's not very windy out, and that was an absolute handful. But hopefully that gives you at least a little sample of what it looks like and what it flies like. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.